Find something in your house that has about 1.5 inches diameter and trace around that in about the area where your eyes for a self-portrait should be. We're going to first work on building our goggles. I think for steampunk, that's one of the most significant features that you can work on. And you might want to start incorporating a hat or a helmet right with the goggles too. I decided to put my hat and my goggles together as one element. Yours can be separate though. So now that I have my basic foundation, I'm going to go and add some of the steampunk characteristics. Right now I'm doing an eyeball that is kind of an exaggerated or a robotic type of eye. And you also want to use your hat as a foundation to add some industrial elements. For instance, right now I'm adding a bolt to mine. Since steampunk is a genre that combines futuristic elements with the past, I thought it might be kind of a fun twist to put something futuristic and unexpected in at least one of the lenses of the goggles. I don't know if you've guessed yet, but I decided to draw an octopus coming out of mine. Right now I'm using that large empty surface area of the hat and the top of the goggles to add more metal or industrial elements. That really is the heart of what steampunk is all about. Anything that you can add that is going to give it kind of an industrial look. Right now I'm doing a little bolt. This is going to be a keyhole, just elements like that. On your original assignment sheet, I told you to have at least 10 mechanical things. There's some ideas for you, and you can see the more you put on, the more steampunk it's going to look. In this area of the hat, I had that big open space, so I decided to put a series of 3 gears. And in my mind, they're all kind of working together, and eventually I add a wire to it, and I connect it with the other wire that I already had in the middle of my hat, and tried to kind of make it look like there was actually a machine working on that side of my hat. I'm not really sure what this machine does, but maybe that's why the octopus looks so concerned. When you finally have your goggles and your hat kind of established, it's time to move on to your actual self-portrait. And we're going to start with the nose. Really look at yourself in a mirror before you draw your nose. Right now I'm doing the outside of the nose, and I always think of those outer fleshy parts of your nose as being a parentheses shapes. Can you see that? Right now I'm drawing the septum. That's the part that is between your nostrils. And that should be sort of a U shape, and your nostrils then come up on either side of it. I always draw lips by looking at what that shape is between my upper and lower lip. Really study yours because everybody's shape is a little bit different. And then I start with the top lip, start in the center and come down and around that full part of your top lip on either side, but I don't connect to the line. I leave that open. And finally, I do the bottom lip. And again, I start in the center and I sort of build it up symmetrically on both sides. And again, I don't really connect it, just kind of lightly end it.